Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. For today's video for you guys, I have a crochet with me, specifically restocking some items that I have been needing to crochet and just haven't got around to yet. So this is going to be a few things like my possums that I make a lot of and they sell really well, as well as like ducks and chicks. I know off the top of my head I need to get around to crocheting, so we're going to work on at least those 3 items and probably a handful more as well throughout this video. Basically just items that are always really good sellers for me that I would like to make more of so that I can continue to sell them. So that is what today's video is going to be. And as always for you guys, if you would like to check out any of the patterns, yarns, materials in general that I'm using, they will all be linked below for you so that you can make these items yourself if you are interested. But with that, we're just going to get on to crocheting in today's video. Alright you guys, we're about to start crocheting. I'm first going to make a mushroom guy. I'm going to do a pink top for this one. I already did a handful in some other colors. So pink top and then white for the base. I'm pretty sure this is the first video you guys are seeing where I am using my pillow here. But I've been loving this thing. My boyfriend got it for me for my birthday. And it's so nice because I can have my arms and back and everything straight as I'm crocheting and not end up having a hunchback. So I will link it in the description box below for you guys, along with all the other materials such as my gloves and all the things. If you're unfamiliar with watching my crocheting videos, I also use compression gloves quite often when I'm sitting here and going to be crocheting for most of the day especially. So starting out with a mushroom, I think I'm only going to do one of these because I already have like 4 or 5 of them made. So one of these, and then we'll probably move on to some possums next, since I only have 2 of those and normally I sell at least like 5 or 6 at each event. So mushroom first. Alright, I got this little top done and I embroidered the little white specks on it. So now we're gonna do the body. Okay, here's this little guy basically done. I haven't stuffed him yet, but I will in a little bit. I've been doing this a lot recently where I just crochet things and then stuff them later because I'm too lazy to go get the stuffing. So anyways, now we're gonna move on to a little possum guy. I actually have this little nose that's attached to the white so far that I started a while ago that was at the bottom of my yarn bag. So I'm going to continue now with this little guy. Here is the little possum guy. I do need to make quite a few more of these, but just so I have a little bit more variety in today's video, I'm going to move on to something else. I'm not 100% sure what that something else is going to be quite yet, but I'll let you guys know when I figure it out here in a minute. I need to look at my list of things that still need to be made currently. All right, next on the list right now is going to be a little chick. Alright, here's the little chick guy done. I'm gonna now use the orange yarn to make a triceratops. Here is this little guy done now. I'm gonna take a little break to eat and also let my camera battery charge up a little bit while I'm doing that. And then we'll move on to crocheting something else. Again, not sure what that something else is going to be, but I shall figure it out. Okay guys, back from my little break, and my next project is going to be a mini Octo, although I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough yarn. I'm really hoping I can make it be enough. We're gonna see. They're really tiny. I actually have two right here that I've made that I haven't stuffed yet. So this is what they look like. They're really tiny, so I'm hoping this is enough yarn. We shall see. Gonna play a little bit of yarn chicken right now. just barely enough. Look at this. I have a few more decreasing stitches to do, but first I'm gonna add the eyes. It's gonna be just the perfect amount, which makes me so happy because this is not a color I'm planning on repurchasing. I could, but I'm trying to get through some of my stash, so some of these random multicolors that I don't use super often, I'm not really planning on repurchasing. So whenever I can have a little project like this that uses up the whole last little bit of the skein is ideal, because then I don't have just a little bit that I have nothing to use it for. Anyways, here's how he's looking. Just a few more decreasing stitches. That was like the perfect amount because this is what I had left. So literally just the tiniest bit. I'm gonna actually stick it on the inside and use it as stuffing, since there's definitely nothing I could make with just that little bit of yarn. This little Octo here is pretty much the only project I've made that requires so little yarn. Anyways, here he is. I do need to add a little bit of actual stuffing and then sew it closed, but I'm gonna do that in a little bit here. I'm just gonna kind of leave him in my pile of things that need to be stuffed. And now we're gonna move on to a regular size Octo. So I'm gonna use this yarn, which I love so much. This one is Bernat Blanket Brights in the color Water Slide. I use this one all the time for my Octos, and I think it's probably my favorite that I make them in. They're super cute in this color. So anyways, just gonna get started on that now. Here is this little Octo. Like I said, I love them in this color so much. Anyways, I think I'm gonna do one more item. Again, not sure what it's going to be, but I'm going to look on my list and see what I need to make. And yeah, just one more item for today's video because it's starting to get dark. And once it gets dark in this apartment, you're not gonna be able to see me crocheting at all. Anyways, so one more thing. I'm thinking a baby turtle because I haven't made any of those in a long time for my markets, and I want to start having them in stock again because I remember people used to love them and I don't know why I got away from making them. So yeah, let me go grab the yarns for that. All right, here's the color combo for the little baby turtle. I'm gonna go ahead and get started making it. I went ahead and turned on the ring light because it's getting dark rather quickly, and I'm still making this little guy, so by the time I'm done I think it's gonna be dark. But anyways, onto the head now. So I'll just have the body and then putting everything together. Alrighty, here's our little baby turtle. I love these little guys so much. Like I said, I don't know why I got out of making these. They end up so cute and people love them at markets. And this is a no-sew pattern, so all combined you cannot beat it. So here's this little guy done. And that is going to be all for the plushies I'm crocheting in today's video. So let me give you a little recap of all the ones I have made. All right, let's go through the little projects I made throughout this video. So first we have a chunky little mushroom. Specifically, I did the pink top for this one. Everybody loves these at markets. I haven't had these in stock for a while, so I'm excited to have them back. I feel like it's been since this time last year pretty much that I had these in stock, at least at like every single market. So yeah, really excited to have these back for the next couple events, and hopefully I can keep them in stock for the upcoming events, but we'll see. Next is one of my bestsellers from last year, which, by the way, if you're interested in seeing the exact list of my top 15 bestsellers from last year, I did a whole video on that, so I'll link it in the description below for you, or also I can put it in one of the cards up here. I don't remember if it will come up here or here, but either way I can link it. And that way you can watch it after this video, because I give you the exact patterns and everything as well. And this video was just a crochet with me for a couple of those items. Anyways, as you might have predicted, we have the little possum guy, which I need to make so many more of these, probably for them to stay in stock. But here's one for now, and over the next few days, as I am leading up to my next market, which is February 2nd, I will be crocheting quite a few of these. And of everything else, of course. Next was a little chickie, which this is the third one I have so far that I've made throughout my market prepping the past couple of weeks. So I'm gonna quit making these for now and focus on some other things, but still a good item. And I like to try to have at least 4 of them, but 3 is a good number for me to stop at and move on to other things like the possums that I have almost none of in stock currently. Next we have the Triceratops, which I love him in this color. I think he's so cute. I normally do these in multicolors actually, but I did him in the solid orange, and I love him in this one as well. Next we have the little mini Octo, which I played yarn chicken with and just barely won. Super happy that I did, because like I was telling you earlier, this is a skein that I don't plan on repurchasing again. I may at some point if it's like on clearance or something, but otherwise I probably won't be, and I'm glad that I was able to just use up that last little bit that I had. And the only reason I am not repurchasing some of those yarns is, like I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to go through some of my stash because I have so much yarn, as you guys know, like so much. So one of my goals for 2025 and 2024, it was a goal, and I feel like I did pretty good at it, but even more so this year, to cut down on the amount of yarn I'm buying and go through the yarn I already have. So the only yarns I'm really repurchasing are the basic colors that I use really often, like the white, of course, and the colors for the chicks and the greens and the more obvious colors, but the multicolors like this that I don't use very often aren't going to get repurchased. Unless I have a specific project in mind for them and I'm going to make that like immediately. Anyways though, I'm rambling at this point. Next little project was this Octo, which is again one of the best sellers. That is kind of what today's video is. And I love him in this color. This is a multicolor that I will repurchase probably once it runs out, because I do just love these little Octos. I also love doing the squids in them. So this is one that I keep on hand for that reason. But this one, that doesn't really apply to because I don't use it as often. So anyways, I will probably repurchase this one. Final project, you guys, is the little baby turtle, which again, I'm excited to have back at markets, just like the chunky mushrooms. I have not had these in stock for quite a while. I had so many markets back to back and then was working so much and in school at the same time. So it was a whole thing all at once. So I didn't get much crocheting done, and that's why things like this got put on the back burner that are still good sellers but aren't like best sellers. Basically didn't end up getting remade. So now I have more time and I'm glad that I am getting back to remaking these items. So anyways, that is all for today's video. As always, patterns and yarns and everything will be linked below for you, as well as my little pillow you saw me using throughout today's video. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below what you've been crocheting recently. If you have made any of these items yourself, and if you have, let me know if they sell well for you. All of that kind of stuff. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you guys want to check out more from me, as always, you can follow me on social media. Instagram is the best place, but all of my social media in general are all at Katie Being Creative if you are interested in following me on other platforms. And if you would like to see more videos here on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so that you'll know every single time I am posting a brand new video here to YouTube. Doing all of that really helps out my channel. It helps videos like this one get pushed out to other people that may like them, as well as, of course, it just encourages me to continue making these kinds of videos for you guys if I know you are enjoying them. So really appreciate it if you do like and comment and all of that stuff. But with that, that is all for today's video. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys here in the next one. Goodbye.